Our next inductee this evening is Aklilu Demessie. Another fun fact, he is the first Ethiopian to be inducted into the Cleveland International Hall of Fame. He will be inducted by someone he knows very well, his daughter, Dr. Aklilu Demessie.
All right, good evening, everyone. Real quick, raise your hand if you know my dad. Raise them real high. Awesome. I want to thank you for being here. I also want to thank you because if you know my dad, it means you're someone who cares about community, so thank you very much. If you were born in Cleveland like me, raise your hand. All right, Cleveland rocks. What if you made Cleveland your home today? Raise your hand. Okay, very good. So that's the through line, guys. I'm so delighted to be here. I'm going to try to get through this in less time than my predecessor. I should get an award for that, by the way. I'm just kidding. Congratulations to Andy Chakalis. Like him, my dad is also the first Ethiopian to receive this award. I do want to give a shout out to Dr. Carl. Yes, give him a round of applause for that. Thank you. I also want to give a shout out to Dr. Carl Robson, who is our first honorary Ethiopian, who also received this award. So really wonderful to be here. So tonight I have the profound honor of introducing someone who many of you know is a respected leader, a builder of institutions, a bridge between cultures. And to me, he's simply my father. I do have some selective bias, but I think my bias is rooted in fact, so try to figure it out. But being the daughter of His Excellency, my dad, Aklilu Demessie, is both the greatest privilege and also the greatest responsibility tonight. Because how do I begin to describe a man whose life has never been about recognition, but about service? A man who crossed continents not just to build a life, but to build pathways for others to follow. My father, His Excellency Aklilu Demessie, by the way, the reason he has that term is because he received the Grand Cross Star of Ethiopia, honor from the Crown Council of Ethiopia, which was honored to him by the grandson of Emperor Haile Selassie. So that is where he gets that title. And for those of you who know anything about African history, today happens to also be the 60th year of His Imperial Majesty's first trip to Jamaica. So great to celebrate both of those things today. So my dad came to Cleveland at a young age, as you all read in the brochure. And what he found in Cleveland, he didn't just accept, he honored it. And what he was given, he multiplied. Over the course of more than 4 decades, he built a distinguished career as an engineer in the aerospace industry, helping shape technologies that quite literally lifted people into the sky. But if you ask anyone who truly knows my father, they will tell you that his greatest work was never confined to engineering. It was in building people, preparing them to soar and fly in their careers. It was in mentoring young professionals who needed someone to believe in them. It was in quietly opening doors for immigrants navigating a new country. It was in showing up again and again for a community that needed leadership rooted in humility. He is the co-founder of one of the longest-serving Ethiopian American youth organizations in the United States, so I'm glad that he's from Cleveland. That organization is called the Society of Ethiopians, established in the diaspora. And I don't know how many of you know this, but he is responsible for helping bring Ethiopia to the International Children's Games in the Olympics for the first time, ensuring that young African athletes could stand proudly on the global stage for the very first time. And Cleveland was the home to that event. Speaking of sports, my dad, in addition to all that he does, happens to be an awesome marathon runner. He ran most of his life. And a fun fact, he had placed first in the city of Cleveland for the 10K in 2017 for runners over 60. And now in the city of Cleveland, he has another official title as an Ethiopian runner from Cleveland. So, yes. So he's led a successful effort to get Black and minority engineers to do internships at Cleveland Pneumatic. and he worked with Reverend Dr. Otis Moss Jr. to create pipelines. I'm trying to share things that are not captured in the brochure. He also helped establish the Sister City Partnership, and also in the 80s during the famine and drought in Ethiopia, he also worked with Reverend Dr. Otis Moss Jr. and organized Ethiopians and African Americans to speak to Black churches in the city about hunger in Ethiopia and to organize assistance with the Menelik Foundation. Many of those supporters, including Dr. Robson, were here, and they did a lot of work with the late great Congresswoman Stephanie Tubbs Jones. So there's a lot to talk about in terms of my father's extraordinary achievements, but he does it, the thing that I love is that he does it with passion and intentionality. He does it consistently. He does it with humility. And he has reminded us that inclusion is not just a slogan, it is a responsibility. And this community is not just a place, it's something that he's worked to build. And that success means very little if you are not reaching back to lift someone else up. And this is something my brother and I grew up hearing all the time. And so tonight, as he is inducted into the Cleveland International Hall of Fame, we are not just celebrating a career, we are honoring a legacy of diaspora leadership, of cultural preservation, of global citizenship rooted right here in Cleveland. And on a personal note, everything I am, every room I walk into, every platform I stand on, every voice I use is grounded in what my brother and I, what my father has showed my brother and I, and how he has raised us. And beyond accolades, my brother and I have seen the small things as just as important, right? So if my dad's in a room where everyone's speaking Amharic and some non-Ethiopian walks in the room, it's gonna be my dad who makes time to go over and befriend and make those conversations, maybe translate a joke. My dad has done this consistently and quietly, but he wants to make sure everyone feels included. And he's done other things, right? We grew up with all kinds of folks in our home, Somalian refugees, Ethiopians, my parents' extended family, anyone who needed a home had one with my father and my mom. And he came to every basketball game that I played at Oberlin College, where I currently serve on the Board of Trustees, and has been there through it all. And of course, my dad's jokes are so corny that he can bring enemies together as friends. Like, if they're both in the room and my dad tells a joke, they'll end up walking out laughing about it together. So you showed us that excellence and humility can coexist. You showed us that leadership is service, and you showed me that identity is not something you leave behind, it's something you carry with pride wherever you go. You have reminded us of our deep responsibility to serve community and to see success and service as one and the same. In essence, you embody the spirit of why Cleveland rocks, and so too do all the other honorees. I want to honor them as well. And tonight it is my deepest honor to say, Cleveland, please join me in celebrating a man who proudly represents Cleveland wherever he goes and has spent his time lifting others, connecting worlds, and leaving every community better than he found it. My father, His Excellency, Aklilu Demessie.
I need my glasses. Thank you, Dr. Menna. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Actually, George Burke was asking me, what language are you using when you go to speak? And I said, maybe Amharic, because there are so many Ethiopians that came out to support me. And like my daughter said, I'm a guy who likes inclusivity. So I will start in Amharic. That's good. All right, I just said, no, good evening, and they responded. The rest of you didn't understand what I said. But anyway, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Greetings. I wish for all of you peace, love, harmony, unity, and all the best. Standing here tonight, I'm deeply honored and profoundly humbled to be inducted into the Cleveland International Hall of Fame. I accept this recognition with a grateful heart and with awareness that this moment is not mine alone. It belongs to a journey shaped by many hands, sacrifices, and shared dreams. When I first came to Cleveland more than 5 decades ago, like so many other immigrants, I carried hope, uncertainty, and a desire to build something meaningful. Over time, this city became far more than a place where I lived. It became a home and a place where I got the best education at CWRU, where my children were born, and where my family got established. A home that is defined by people in the community who believe in lifting one another, by neighbors that welcome newcomers, and by a spirit in this community that reminds us that service is one of life's highest callings. But tonight, it holds a meaning that's deeply personal. To be inducted by my own daughter, Dr. Aklilu Demessie, born in Cleveland, is one of the greatest joys of my life. Manna, standing here with you, playing this role in my life's journey, is a moment I will cherish forever. If there is any legacy I hope to leave, it's reflected in you and your brother Nebiat. Where is Nebiat? Get up and get recognized. I know your characters, your integrity, your purposes, and your commitments to serving others will continue in the family. Ladies and gentlemen, I stand before you also knowing that no meaningful work is ever done alone. Whatever contribution I may have been credited with are the results of collective efforts, of individuals who believed in shared vision, who gave selflessly, and who chose service over recognition. I have been blessed to work alongside people who understand that true impact is not measured by what we achieve individually, but what we do collectively and together. To the Ethiopian community and other immigrants elsewhere, here in Cleveland and beyond, you have been my inspiration, your resilience, your dreams to make it in a new land and make it in a new land, your sacrifices and your commitment to future generations have guided my purpose. Your stories have reminded me time and again why community service matters. And to my family, my deepest gratitude. My wife Zufan, she's sitting way over there, has been, thank you very much. My wife Zufan has been my anchor through every season. Her strength, patience, and quiet sacrifices have sustained me in ways words cannot fully express. I also wish to recognize the many communities that have shaped this journey. Our friends from St. Mary Ethiopian Orthodox Church. Where are you? The Menelik Hall Foundation. ICC WIN, International Community Council World International Network. The Cleveland Cultural Gardens Federation. The Global Cleveland and so many others who have stood beside me. This honor belongs to all of you. Tonight is not an ending. It is a reminder that service matters, that community matters, that each of us has a responsibility to lift others up as we move forward. If my journey has shown anything, it is that one person supported by community can make a difference, but together we can transform lives and uplift each other as a community. I accept this honor not as a culmination, but as a renewed commitment to continue building bridges, to continue serving and believing in the power of community. Congratulations to my fellow honorees whose work inspires us all, and my sincere thanks to the Cleveland International Hall of Fame for recognizing not just individuals, but the spirit of service that unites us. Finally, I stand here honored by the people in this city and inducted by my own daughter born in Cleveland, I am reminded of this simple truth. Our greatest legacy is not what we achieve in our lifetime, but who we inspire to carry our values forward. Thank you, and may we all continue to serve with purpose, humility, and hope, and God bless. By the way, a lot of people have been asking me what these medals are about. My daughter briefly mentioned this Medal of Honor was given by Emperor Haile Selassie to the Shah of Iran. It is the highest medal of honor, which when the United People, and they call him His Excellency or Sir, that's bestowed on me by the grandson and the Crown Council of Ethiopia. And thank you very much again.
You forgot something.